What's up everyone, Gids here for another video, and today let's talk about all the new stuff with the new patch right now for the OPM collab or One Punch Man collab. So stick around and let's go. Okay, a frequent question that people have been asking, is this out in NA and EU already? I'm not sure about EU, maybe it's out on EU already, but the schedule for the event is June 26, 6 a.m. So whatever time it is now for you, it's going to be that. Basically your next reset time after the June 25 update. Okay? So yeah, it's already out for Asia. That's why we have it in Asia already. Okay, first things first, let's check the shop so that you get an idea what are the stuff in the shop already. And you can see here, there's the new Tatsumaki pet. And we have a funny one here. You can basically actually transform into Saitama, but more on that later. Okay. Let's go to packs first. I'm going on my alt right now so that you get an idea of what are the new packs that we have. So basically, I think there's only 3 new additional packs. So we have the Terrible Tornado token pack here, where you can buy the new pet, Terrible Tornado, at tier 3, by the way. Tier 3 for 50 USD and you get 10 summons with it. This thing is a new thing. So transfer stone pack, so $10. This is a weekly thing, okay? Weekly, you get transfer stones every week. So if you are building a new character, this makes it so much easier. Okay? And the other new pack in here, ooh, this thing, Mount Summoning pack. So Arcanite Adore is also the currency that is used for Mount Summoning. Okay? So those are all the new packs that we have right now. The other one is in the events right here. So it's called Hero License. So Hero License is basically an event pass. So it's like a battle pass, but it's only limited to the event here. So this is all the things that you can get. So if you think you don't need these things, this is skippable. But value-wise, for $10 for the opal value, this is good value for your $10 opals. And you also get this thing, the transformation badge, where this one lets you transform into Saitama, which is what this guy is doing right here. There's also a free-to-play way to actually do this one. So if you go to your event and then click Path to Hero right here, so you just spend 10 energy or 100 energy, you'll be able to get 10 of these things. And you'll be able to unlock memories over here for the photos. And the first reward right here is going to give you a badge, but this one's only for 7 days. So you can only transform into Saitama for 7 days. And of course, you get avatar as well for Hellish Blizzard and all the other stuff here. So it's just a daily thing from the event, which is pretty nice. Like, it gives pretty good bonuses. Like, overall, I think it's 120 Prismadium, which is not bad. And then a few other bonuses. 200k gold, that's actually nice. And then some Abyss Ethereums as well. Okay, so once you get your transformation badge for Saitama, the game actually teaches you how to use it. But if you get lost and forget, or you did not actually listen to the tutorial, how do you transform? It's by pressing H on PC and clicking this thing right here. You can also just hold Alt and then click your character, and this option should show up. And then click on this thing and then you can transform like this. Okay, so now we are Saitama. So there's a lot of funny stuff that you can do. So you can actually dash and he runs really fast. And then he also has a lot of pretty funny idle animation. So if you just leave him around and AFK, this guy's actually pretty funny. So there's a lot of references to the anime. So if you are a fan of the One Punch Man franchise, it's actually pretty good. Even Tatsumaki actually has some idle animations, but more on Tatsumaki stuff later on. And then after this one, oh, he's doing animation. So this is with regards the mosquito thingy, right? He was trying to catch the mosquito, which is funny. But anyways, people are getting stuck in the transformation and don't know how to get unstuck because usually you press H, right? But right now, H is not working. So what you can do to undo the transformation is to just click your character again. Okay, click your character, click this, and then click remove. Okay, so that should undo the transformation. So looks like H only works if you are on your character, and once you're transformed into Saitama, you will not be able to press H to open up this menu again. So again, you can just tap your character or click on your character to open the menu. Okay, so that's how you transform and untransform. Also, the transformation only works in town, so you can't actually transform inside dungeons. which is pretty sad, but I mean, understandable because you can't use spells or skills with the Saitama. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Going back into this thing, do I think it's worth? I think it's okay. Like, at the last level, you get a level 55 class specific armor. I think almost everyone's already done with this one. So personally, for me, I don't think I'm ever going to buy this. The fruits though, ultimate fruits is pretty good because with a new pet, it's going to be hard to level up the new pet skills if you have already spent all your resources from Shura Cup and Tempered Trials as well. So yeah, this might be a good place to get some of these ultimate fruits right here. But overall, I think the value is okay, especially if you're only looking at Opal because Opal, this is $10 Opal plus a lot of other bonuses. You can also just get the Bisdesirium and then just sell it in the market. Also, pretty good way to get some gold. And this can be bought on all characters, on all your alts. And the progress is actually shared throughout all your alts. So you can just finish it off. Like if you get to S5 progress, you can just buy this off on all your alts and it's insta max rewards already. Okay? So yeah, pretty good stuff right here. Again, for whale stuff. But in terms of value, again, I mean, value-wise for alts, this is really good. A lot of these things are not really shareable. I mean, avatars are shareable, but who cares, right? I mean, opals are shareable. It's throughout the whole account, but these things unshareable. These things unshareable, which is sad. But summons, of course, that's always going to be shareable. Abyss Desirium is good. Then this thing unshareable. Unlucky. All right. So that's for this. And then we have an event right here. This one, very good event. Very good event. I'm not gonna spoil you what happens, but you can just try this one with a party or solo. It's doable solo. It's doable with a party. This one gives you a guaranteed level 55 epic. And this one does not require an energy as well. And you get like 15 mark of the dominator of the universe. And the first clear that you get, you actually get times 10 pet summons or mount summons right here. So really good value. The next one will be 1M gold. So this will be tomorrow. So this is weekly rewards 3 times. So make sure to run this thing every day. And the last of this one is actually an S tier title. So this makes me not want to summon for the SS tier title right now because the stats are already pretty good. Already pretty good. I like the stats. I will not be summoning for the title anymore. I will be using this title for as long as I can because this one's really good. Also very free to play friendly. So S tier title for free to play, really nice. Okay, another thing that's new here is when you go to your summons, you can now summon for mounts. So mounts basically they don't really give stats on their own. So it's more of a collection thing. So you can see here the collection progress that this one gives are 2 banners or 2 stars. Same with this one, right? 2 stars. And how that turns into stats is if you go to your mount right here, it's this thing right here. So collection progress, we have a max of 9 right now. So getting to 9 is actually pretty good. Look at the stats. The stats are crazy here. Like at 1 star, it's already plus 75 on everything. At 3 star, we get a bonus whenever we do dodges. And then 5 star is intelligence 150, 150. So getting to 5 star is basically just getting the 2 new mounts in the banner right now. Okay, so if you go again to the mount summons, there's also options here. So this is similar to when you are doing your brocade summons here. So just get to pick one. Either you go for the trade cards or the featured mounts in here. So there are drop rates again. So for whichever one you pick, it will have a 0.16% chance of you obtaining it. And then the other 2 will have 0. But the thing here is you also have the vouchers still and also insignia bags right here. Okay, and then there's also pity. Pity is 150. It's the same as the pets. Again, the summon currency is basically the same summon currency for the pet as well. So if you're not gonna summon for the pet, probably summon for the mount. You also have some cumulative rewards over here up to 300 summons. 300 summons in 30 days? Is that possible? Well, possible for whales for sure, but normally not really, right? Normally, not really. Although the rewards are not that good, honestly. But yeah, like just getting the mounts is already pretty nice for the stats. Okay. Also, we get one free summon from the new mount banner, which is pretty fun and pretty funny because my first summon was like instant S. It was funny. So you guys can get lucky as well, but unfortunately, I got an insignia bag and we did not one tap a freaking mount, which is probably going to happen to someone. So good luck out there on your free summon. I want the surfboard. I mean, the motors, Geno's motorcycle also looks good, but go for the surfboard. But if we one tap here. What? No! Wait, there's insignia bags. I thought I got it already. Fuck. No way. Oh, man. I thought I got it in the free summon. Bro. One tap? I thought I was gonna one tap it. Ah, shoot, I did not check the drop rates first. I did not check the drop rates. Ah, fuck. There's insignia bag. Well, if we get an orange insignia here, it's worth. Ah, fuck. 0.16. 0.16%. If you decided to go for the Mount Trade Black card, you can actually see it in the shop. And then I think it's redeem and then mount. Right? So this is where you can get the other mounts as well. So this one is gonna give 2 stars on collection progress. So yeah, it's basically this thing right here. This thing can hover in the air. The other ones can fly. So this is basically reskins for the surfboards. Again, they mostly do the same thing. And it's all about collection when it comes to mounts. Okay, so these things right here will just give 1 collection progress each. These ones will give 2. Okay? So that's pretty much it for all the new stuff in the mounts. So now let's talk about the new pet, Tatsumaki. Okay, let's go more in depth into what the new pet actually does and if it's actually worth it for you to get it or not. Okay? So Tatsumaki right here, or Terrible Tornado, is actually the best support pet. So the thing is, you actually just need one person in your party to have her. That's pretty much it. If you already have maxed out Brilliant Krista Fox and Mysticat, you don't need her. You honestly don't need her because stats-wise, right here, the stats that she gives, it's lower. It's lower than a maxed out Brilliant Fox. And then if you look at the skill, these are maxed out. So her skill is basically huge damage ability right here. And then she's also dealing damage with her first passive. But if we read on her first or second passive right here, whenever you cast your skill on Terrible Tornado, everyone, so allies crit rate or crit damage will be increased for 18 seconds. So 18-second buff of plus 15% crit damage for all your teammates. If you compare this one to Cowboy also increases crit damage. Where is it? Is it on here? Okay. Cowboy actually increases crit damage by 20%. Okay? So this is 20% for 10 seconds, but this is only for one person. So for Tatsumaki, that's for everyone. That is for everyone. Okay? That's 15% crit damage for everyone. Allies. Okay? It says allies crit damage. So very good support character right here, or not character. Very good support pet. Let's go back into the pack because I don't have her max leveled yet. And then her second passive, honestly, so good. This one is so good. So this one, again, as you enter a dungeon, everyone, if you read here, it's all allies, okay? Allies gain an additional CD rate and all attribute damage bonus. So again, you just need one party member to have her and you should be good. I don't even know if this stacks though. Maybe I should have tested that. But I'm pretty sure it should not stack. But if it stacks, it's gonna be so OP though. Like, look at this one. CD rate plus 30 for all your teammates. And then all attribute enhanced by 12%. Plus 12% on all attribute enhanced. Which is crazy. For all your teammates, by the way. All your teammates. This pet is so good. Especially for a team-based or team-based dungeons. Okay? So again, just need one person to have it. And then everyone can just run Krista Fox and then Mr. Cats. Alright? That's it. That's it. A huge support bonus right here. So that's the only reason why you would want a Tatsumaki pet active. So yeah. So if you're playing for support, especially sight guards out there, this is the pet. But here's the problem. This pet can only be obtained through the shop. You can only buy it. Okay? So people are complaining because in CN, you actually get this one through Gacha. There's a Gacha system where you open a box for it. The thing is, in terms of value, okay? In terms of value, in this game, this thing's $50. This thing's $50, and if you compare it to like the Crystal Fox, of course, Crystal Fox is much better in terms of stats and for the damage buffs that it gives. But this one, honestly, at tier 3, instant tier 3, and yeah, instant tier 3 pet that has really good passives as well, is definitely worth it in terms of this game. Okay, like, people love to take this out of context that I'm saying it's just $50, just $50. This is in comparison to a freaking Crystal Fox that's usually around $300 in terms of value, right? So we're only talking about this one in-game in comparison to this game. Like $50, you can do so much with it outside the game, but we're strictly talking about it in-game. So $50 value, this is so good for a $50 value. Okay, that's what we're talking about here. Because if you don't have $50 to spare to use in a game like this, don't use it in this game. Okay, like, please, come on. Like, there's so much other things that you can do with $50. But if you can spare $50 for the game, then it's okay. It's good. It's good, especially if you're using it for a support. Like, especially me running a sight guard and running a terrible tornado, I think that's a good pair. Okay? So there's the argument that it's not accessible for free-to-play players, which is actually pretty sad. I understand that there is no way for free-to-play to actually get this. That's why people kind of prefer a gacha method. Like, the two sides, right? In terms of just instantly spending $50 for a tier 3 pet, that's good for people that can afford the $50. But it's not good for people that wants to play fully free-to-play. Okay? On the other hand, if you actually gacha this one, it's going to, for sure, cost more than $50 if you actually go full gacha, especially for people with terrible luck. Like, if you don't get it from like free summons and stuff, it's not gonna be worth just $50. So if you go the gacha route, but I guess that opens up the option for free-to-play players to be able to get it. So I don't know, like the middle ground, I'm not sure what the solution is for it to be available for all players. Like, the only thing I could have thought of during the stream earlier is that make it available or make it purchasable through Prismadiums instead of straight up $50. Like, maybe $50 worth of Prismadiums. Maybe, like, how much is that? How much is $50? $50 is 3,200 opals, right? So maybe make it purchasable through 3,000 opal. So free-to-play players, I don't know if you will be able to save up 3,000 opals, but that's like an option. That's like, how much gold? How much gold do you sell for that? 2 of these. So 20M gold. Like, wait, that's so doable then. If it's just 20M gold, especially for free-to-play, well, I guess that's a month worth of progress. It depends, right? 1 month of gold, it's 20M, I think, around that much time if you're only farming like with the energy that you have. So it's around 1 month worth of gold. So I don't know. Maybe that's the option here to make it more accessible to free-to-play. But again, I don't know. Hopefully, they take feedbacks about this one because, again, one hand, it's good because you get a tier 3 right away. But on the other hand, it's not accessible to a lot of players, right? Like, majority, again, of a player base is most likely low spenders or free-to-play players. So this is not good for them, honestly. But anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think we covered most of the stuff in the event right now. So if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys again next time. GG's.